What is a take or a football comment or something that someone says that screams they don't know ball? 3,
Wait.
2,
How do you spell couldn't?
1, bang. Show.
Well, he has more goals and assists. He has more GA.
Yeah.
Standard.
We could be talking about Thiago and another midfielder,
Madison.
another centre mid. Yeah, James Madison, something like that, a centre mid. And they'll say, well, he has more GA. So that's where we've got to in football. That's common L, bad ball knowledge, L ball knowledge, bad football takes, shit football pundit.
Bud?
My one is, and I'm going to say this seriously, Messi couldn't do it in the Prem. This stems from early Ronaldo fans for one reason and one reason only. It's not that they don't think Messi could do it. It's that they've lost everything else. And this is the bottom of the bottom.
Big facts.
And they've just, this is the only thing they can say now.
My one is when people try and make arguments to why fucking players from like 1970s will be better than players who are playing currently 2022. If I ever see, Neymar's not even better than Garinchuk. He's obviously fucking better than Garincha. They weren't even pros. Garincha's got one fucking long leg, one short leg, and used to smoke and shit back in their day. You think Neymar, because he goes out, he's not better than fucking Garincha?
That's true. That's actually facts.
No, another one could go into the end of that. Saying that idiot, fucking, what's his name, that played Cruyff, invented the Cruyff turn. You think before they know did that shit? Just say it was recorded first. That's all you need to say. Say he invented it.
Perfect.
I did. He played it in midfield.
All right, you want to just start?
We can.
Yeah. We can continue this afterwards.
Okay,
I don't
of
mind.
course. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. You're back with Let 'Em Shoot. We're back. We had a little New Year's break, but we're back now. Another episode for you. We're back to normal viewing. Resumed the normal flow. To my right,
It's your boy MJ, Born Africa Gang. We back. I'm happy to be here. 2023, big year. Let's go.
to my left,
PBB. Pretty boy Bud back at it again. We're back, baby. This is my favorite part. I hated the World Cup, so it's good to be back.
to his left.
Pengus Techers back on the chairs, on the couches. Let 'em shoot TV. Hay fever's almost done, so we're getting there.
And before we kick this off, bud,
Hey, by now you should know the routine. It should be like when you just wake up, you should be brush your teeth, get on Let 'Em Shoot, get on your phone. You know what them doctors and shit say? Don't use blue light for like the first hour of waking up. Don't fucking listen to them. Get on Let 'Em Shoot. Get on your phone, open that shit up, full brightness, so you see if we've dropped a new episode.
So you wake up.
That's it.
That wakes you up.
Yes. Who cares about the pain? No pain, no gain. If your eyes aren't hurting,
Facts.
they're not bright enough.
Also,
Facts.
OPSM. Do good deals.
That's it. Like that shit that just came out.
yeah, absolutely.
And like the old shit if you didn't.
Yeah.
Tell your friends to subscribe.
Yep.
Tell your parents to subscribe.
yeah,
Tell them.
definitely.
Tell your family.
Yeah.
They've been over for Christmas. I hope you told everyone.
One more time.
Yeah,
And turn that notification bell on. So then the first part you don't have to do anymore.
yeah,
You don't have to wake up with sore eyes.
yeah,
Yes,
facts.
sir.
If you got the notification bell on, you should know when we drop it. So your eyes
Facts.
can, you
They
can
can
save a bit
rest.
of brightness. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Facts.
Absolutely. Thank you, bud.
Yeah, there you go.
Premier League's back, boys. New Year's, busy time. A lot of games to catch up on post World Cup. I'm going to start. We'll go through a couple of the big talking points. So we're not going to touch on each result, but we'll go through each team, what's going on. See what the big news is. We might as well start at the top of the table. The team that remained top post World Cup, Arsenal. Mike, definitively, are we going to win the league?
I just want to say thank you, Jesus.
Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
Hallelujah.
Look, man, I think it's still early days. I think we need to, realistically, we're looking good, but
It's MJ Conte.
there's no Europa League yet. Europe isn't in, we're not in Europe yet. And I think we need to see how we manage when Europe's on, the Prem's on, all the cups are back on, then we'll see. Because right now, we're firing, we're beating everybody. Everybody's getting smashed. It's looking a bit too nice, but I don't want to get too gassed. It's feeling close. Like every game we win, I'm like, damn. But there's still a long way to go. I think we're definitely title contenders. But in terms of winning the league, I think we need to make some pretty big signings. We've been playing well. I think as a team, I've been pretty happy. You know, Nketiah's come in the side. He's looked excellent. He's a man on a mission. I think he's got the capacity to score every game, really, with the mentality that he has, the energy he has. He wants that bad.
Yeah.
And he's an instinctual finisher. So I think it's a perfect storm for him to just excel. But making a couple signings might be the difference, I think. Particularly for me, I think defensively we look pretty solid. I'd sign a midfielder. I want to sign a striker, but it depends how much we pay, and I'd sign a winger. Because right now, Saka's playing pretty much 90 minutes. He doesn't really have a proper replacement. Martinelli's getting big minutes. Yes, we've got Smith Rowe, but...
that guy's good, but...
Yeah, I think we need to make signings. If we make some solid signings within this window, I'll feel more confident in terms of taking out the title. But till then, I think that squad depth's gonna come back to bite us when everything kicks up. But yeah, I think that's my biggest concern right now. Is yes, we're close, but it's the squad depth, man.
Mike. For me, guys, this actually pains me to say. But I feel like I've gotten to a point now where every single week from the start of the season, it was, they're not going to be able to do this for much longer. The performances are good. They don't have the squad depth. They're not going to be able to do this for much longer. Then it was, they are winning a few games, but let's see when they verse the big teams. Then that was chucked out of the window pretty quickly after minus the one hiccup against Man U. They've been absolutely phenomenal against the big teams. Then after that, it's wait till they verse teams with a deep block, see what they can do against that. Odegaard, Partey, Saka, Jesus, these guys all come alive. They break down any single defense that has been in front of them. Doesn't matter how deep they sit, doesn't matter how high they sit, counter-attack, any kind of goals, any form of attack, goals, wins. Then it was, let's see after the World Cup when their players come back tired. Then during the World Cup, it was,
This boy's spin.
Then it was, during the World Cup, it was, let's see what happens now that Jesus is out. They got to go Nketiah up front. We're back from the World Cup. They're 2 wins from 2. They have non-stop scoring. Saka and... I saw a big... Nick Stat posted saying Saka and Martinelli are the best winger combo in the Premier League right now out of the top 6, and he got the biggest backlash. He's not wrong. Is he wrong? Every single week, these two are phenomenal. They take their men on 1v1. They have effect on the game even when they're not scoring, and now they're scoring. And Nketiah's here, scoring goals. Jesus has come out of the game, has come out of the lineup. He's had such a big effect. It hasn't mattered. Defensively, they're strong. So for me, I'm done making excuses being like, all right, Arsenal can't win it. Here is City. City are never going to drop points. Where's that gone? Yeah. They drop points. They drop points again. This Arsenal team, what is it? 16 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. We have to say that they're front runners. 15, whatever it is. 15 wins, 16 wins. It's going to be 18 wins in 2 weeks. Yeah. It's going to be 18 wins after they verse Tottenham. It's what they're doing right now is ridiculous. And I think for me to sit here and say that they're not, I don't think they're going to win the league, and to sit here and say I still think City are going to win the league, I think is a bit crazy.
Praise God, man. See, and that's the thing. Somebody else had to say it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to come across a bias.
And I don't want to say it either. I'm the one who's been saying all these excuses. I said wait till Jesus is out. What's going to happen? Watch them. They're too good.
Yeah. I think my question is to you guys, because you're both Arsenal fans. Why are you guys scared of saying you're the number 1 contenders for the title at the moment?
I don't think it's fair, man. I think if you talk to any Arsenal fans, like we're in Arsenal groups, we feel good.
Yeah.
We're talking mad shit.
But I think But
the reality is, I think we need to have sense because we've seen it before. We've had that January, that December curse. So I think it's smart to be a bit conservative and to know that, look, yes, we're winning games now, but what happens when Europe is back on? What happens when all the cups are back on and our team is stretched? And I think that's when we'll see how we respond. Till then, I think we'll win almost every game we play.
Let the moment.
That's where the problem is. For our squad.
Get caught up in the moment.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying.
Nah, believe me. We're not doing final whistle this year, and we've been robbed because last year it was pain.
Suffer.
This year I wake up every week feeling good. I watch us play. We're good. Every game, I never think we're going to lose. We went down 1-0 to West Ham. They parked the bus. Second half, maybe it was one of our best performances. Demolished them guys. Went away to Brighton, which we've lost maybe once, twice, 3 times in the last 4 years. Demolished them. First half, put 3 past. It was easy. So I think for me, like MJ said, I believe we're going to win every game we play. But it's when we get to the point of injuries, when we get to the point of the players off the bench have to come in, when we get to the point of playing multiple games in 1 week, FA Cup starts, I think, next week. Then we got Europa League. Then we got Prem. Our squad isn't the same as City's squad. It's not the same as Chelsea's squad. It's not the same as Liverpool's squad. Liverpool are rubbish, but Liverpool's squad depth is better than Arsenal in some positions. So I think for me, like MJ said, we get 1 or 2 players in. We get in Mikhailo Modric, who's been twerking, as they say on fucking TikTok, twerking for Arsenal. He's posting fucking 21 Savage bars. He's posting Arsenal results. He's posting fucking team of the young players of the year with fucking Saliba and Saka in it. He's posting everything. I want this guy at Arsenal. I think our squad really levels up if we get him. And if we make more signings like that, there's no reason why we can't compete with City and win the league. Because even when we play City, I think February, if we're playing them at Emirates, I don't think City are going to win the game.
No. And we saw, I think we started to see that last season. We had a big performance. I think we lost the game to ourselves. We probably should have won that game. I think now we're a different side. So City's going into that game. I think they're very, very scared. And I think we win that game. Then I think everybody will buy into the idea that Arsenal can and should win the league. I think that's a game where people are going to learn that, okay, yeah, they're serious. Because till then, there's that, they haven't played this, they haven't done that. But that's the game, I think, where people are going to be like, yeah, Arsenal can win the league.
And speaking of City, me and Sam were having this conversation the other day. Are City a worse team with Haaland in the side?
I think in terms of, in some ways, it depends how you look at it.
It sounds so stupid. And we're not actually stupid people.
Yeah,
because we're not stupid.
These
people
these
jumping on
TikTok
right now.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
we're not actually stupid.
18 goals.
The thing is, every single person here can understand that what Haaland's doing at the moment is ridiculous. He's breaking every record possible, but yet City don't sit at the position they thought they were going to sit right now. And this is without the Champions League getting intense. This is without them being in having to rest players, having to play all the FA Cup, Carling Cup, whatever it is. They sit 7 points behind Arsenal. Are they better?
And that's the thing, because I think a lot of City fans prior to the season starting, their justification and reasoning for why they're signing Haaland is not because they're going to be a way better side, but it's because they'll be able to kill games off early. Chances that Jesus missed, chances that Sterling missed, chances that Foden missed. In those first halves, it's going to be 3-0, 4-0. The game will be done. They can rest players, blah, blah, blah. Save it for Champions League. But we're seeing now, with some of those players leaving, the fluidity of the side doesn't look as good.
It's decreased.
The movement doesn't look as good. Centre-backs are, although they have a fucking difficult task marking Haaland, it looks like an easier City side to play against because they are looking
a bit more predictable.
Exactly. See, I had a point where it was last year we saw different players for City hit peaks at different times. You saw Sterling become, towards the end of the season, one of the best players in the Premier League. De Bruyne at one point, or for most part, was the best player in the league.
First half of the season.
You saw
Bernardo
Foden.
Silva.
You saw Bernardo Silva. You saw Mahrez at one point was phenomenal, was their top goal scorer. I think he was their top goal scorer last season. So all these players were given the ability to be
Flourish,
better,
yeah.
to flourish. And now you're seeing every single thing, it's Haaland. So is that having an effect? Mahrez, you've seen, hasn't been near his best. Grealish, again, his second season hasn't got to the performance level he should have been. Bernardo Silva hasn't been where he was. Gundogan hasn't been where he was. Phil Foden has been good, but I don't think this is the level of progression they thought he would get to at this age. I don't know, man.
But I think for me, I'm looking at it like this. If you look at Guardiola before the season, his number one goal had to be Champions League. So in my view, I think, yes, I agree that in terms of the way City play, it's very different. They're a little bit more predictable, which means that certain players who might have thrived in their system previously are struggling to adapt to a different focal point. But I think Guardiola wants to win the Champions League. Facts. So I think he's made a decision to change, to adapt the squad to somebody like Haaland, because he knows that Haaland will score and win you games. And I think he's moving less away from his structure, from maybe his more philosophical chess play, to a more results-driven, I need to win the Champions League because that's all I care about, in my view. Which is maybe why we're seeing the squad being rotated as much as it is, and maybe why we're seeing a team that has less chemistry or less understanding, because the team hasn't been the same, really. Yeah. I don't think we've seen 2 or 3 games where the squad's been the same, which is maybe more than we've seen in the past. But I agree, though. I think it's a very strange City setup. Yeah. Almost you know what they're going to do, but it's still hard to stop it when you got a machine like that.
And they're still the best team in the Premier League.
Yeah.
But realistically, I just thought that the Haaland signing would... In my head, I didn't put two and two together and think, it might stop or it might prevent other players from receiving as much ball or being able to do certain things that they want to do in the final third.
Late runners into the box.
Exactly. Because this is the season where I've seen De Bruyne playing straight through balls to Haaland, whereas they'd never done that before. Never would I ever think that's going to be a part of their game.
Yeah. I did see an argument, though. There was this... I forgot who the guy was, but he made a video about that, and there's an argument that De Bruyne has had a similar type of approach to the way he plays in the forwards, but the difference we're seeing now is they're just converting chances, because he brought up... I did
see that video.
Yeah, he brought up like Sterling, his misses, Jesus' misses, and now the difference is that Haaland is getting onto those chances and finishing. So people are seeing that as...
You're actually seeing the video.
But you're actually seeing the vision that's always been there. But at the same time, I do agree, because I think I've noticed way more that it's almost like he's putting in more crosses, deeper
just more
passes,
direct.
far more direct than you would have expected. But maybe that is because they're changing, or because somebody can get
probably the best goal scorer in the world.
Yeah. I think I agree with your point, and the fact that they went after Haaland instead of potentially going for Kane on a free is Pep showing that he wants to win games, like just quick, like as in not the longevity of the Premier League. He wants to win the bigger games with, like, I guess, less of a... Because he's realised, like, the 2-leg games are still unpredictable.
Yeah, the games where you need to take your chances and score and win.
And had he signed Kane instead, I think his playing style would have stayed similar to what we've seen over the years.
Absolutely.
But I think now that he's gotten Haaland, he's more like, right, okay, how can we give the ball to the most dangerous player we have in front of goals for him to be able to convert as many chances as he can?
Yeah.
So I think, changing his style is something I think he's definitely done and been like, okay, but he doesn't want to come out and say that. I feel like that is part of what he's trying to do right now.
Yeah, definitely. Just before we move on, we're moving on. I just want to give a shout out to Newcastle. There's not too much to talk about because they're in a similar position to where we thought where they were before the break, but it's incredible that they're third in the Premier League after this many games. What do you reckon, 2 years ahead of what they thought their schedule would be?
More than 2 years, to be honest.
Like,
based on how much they've been spending, they have spent, but they haven't spent near as much as every single person sitting here or every single person that's watching football would think for Newcastle to be realistically challenging in the top 4. If you look at their squad that they have, this is by far the worst squad I've ever seen with my own eyes in the top 4 of the Premier League. Consistently in the top 4. You've seen little teams, and obviously Leicester's one-off year. You see little things like that happen. But this, as a team to stay consistently in the top 4 this season, have such a good record defensively. It's not like they're winning games 4-2. They're like things that are happening like that. They're not doing that. And this is with their biggest signing of the season out for almost every single game.
Many injuries as well.
That's what I mean.
Same Maximin was their star for the start, comes out injured.
Isak injured, Callum Wilson injured.
That's what I mean. I think if you look at like Newcastle and, for instance, Arsenal, I think those two teams are just enjoying playing football. Like, you can tell, like, the squad's like a proper squad. Whereas, like, other teams, you see a bit of, like...
Yeah, a bit of disharmony.
Yeah, but these two, when they play, like, everything, just tackles. They're just getting behind each other, everyone.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing to see. And another thing, You would have never have guessed any, like you would never said any of these signings for Newcastle. Like guess no one. Maybe Isak, but other than that, no one in this squad anyone would have predicted to be in this squad,
Yeah, absolutely.
and to be where they are right now.
Yeah, which shows they have a plan going forward. And I think I saw a stat yesterday, and it's Eddie Howe. Well, Newcastle in 2022 picked up the 4th most points in the whole league.
Yeah,
So the whole year of 2022 was just Liverpool, City,
And that's the
Arsenal,
whole year.
It's
Newcastle.
crazy.
Second half of the season, they were second in
Yeah.
most points picked up.
And they were. This is a team that was in the relegation zone when Eddie Howe took over. So it's pretty crazy.
And people also try and say that Newcastle, they just sit in a deep block, but they've got some of the best pressing stats in
Yeah.
the Prem.
Yeah.
In terms of ball recoveries, transition. So it's not even that. I think they know their strengths, and he's got that team to buy into his playing style better than we've seen in previous years for a manager.
and he's turned Jolinton into a freaking engine in the midfield.
Yep.
Yeah.
When would you ever look at this guy up front and be like, yeah,
Exactly.
he can fit into midfield?
Exactly. And look what he's done with Almiron.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
my
exactly.
god.
At the moment, he's one of the best players in the Premier League.
Easily.
He's scoring consistently almost a goal
Yeah.
a game. He's creating chances. He looks electric. 1v1, he looks like a nightmare that all the defenders that come against him. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, Bruno Gomes in the midfield.
How long does it take, do
machine.
you reckon, for people to be like, Eddie Howe is the real deal?
I think it's starting to happen at the moment. I think if they stay in European spots
Yeah.
for the rest of and that could be 6. I think 6 is a fucking good finish for Newcastle. If they
6
finish
is a
fifth,
great
sixth.
finish. Yeah.
Like that, they're way ahead of schedule. I think if they get Europe. But I guess we'll see. I want to talk about a team quickly that.
Oh wait, before you do that, did you see the thing of in Ronaldo's clause?
Yeah, I was telling Samuel today.
Yeah, is that real?
Apparently, that was Marsa who reported it.
What was that clause?
Outlet.
So it's saying that if Newcastle finish in Champions League positions, I think Ronaldo
There's a clause.
There's a clause, yeah.
in the
Ronaldo
contract.
to go
allow him to
because
go.
they're owned by Newcastle, and the team he's just moved to are owned by the same Saudi.
Imagine this is a master
investment.
plan.
Yeah.
Can you
He can
believe
go
that?
on loan to Newcastle if they finish in Champions League.
And then just to think of beyond that, imagine if they win Champions League. How crazy would that be? Like, does that mean he's better than?
there will be more oil money teams.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Based off this small success by Newcastle, this is going to happen more. I'm sure of it.
And the thing is now, any player that they want to fight for with another club,
Pool power.
they're pulling those wages
Facts.
Easily.
Let's go. Let's just quickly touch, because I feel as though United fans will be cut if we just breeze past
dance
how
over
well
them.
they're doing. Yeah. But United, for me, have been one of the most impressive teams this year. I think Ten Hag is the real deal. I think the way they play, the way he's managed certain situations throughout the club, the squad, the big decisions he'd had to make, Maguire, Ronaldo. I think he deserves a round of applause. They're sitting 4th at the moment, 2 points behind Newcastle with a game in hand. If anyone's going to compete for top 4, I think United is probably the my favourite for top 4 of the rest. That aren't Arsenal and City. I think United are my favourite for top 4. How do you guys feel United have gone this season? Where do you think they'll finish? Quickly, Mike.
I think they'll finish top 4. Definitely. I think 4th. I think they could easily push higher, but for now I'm going to say 4th. I think if they have a good window, because right now they need a couple players, I think, 4th, because the manager, he's got it. Yeah.
I'm gonna say top 4 as well.
Yep.
Maybe even second,
Yeah.
just because I feel like
You think City are dropping out?
I think they
dropped
could
pretty far.
they could overtake City.
Yeah.
Yeah, not because City are dropping out. I think United could just win more games.
Yeah, shit.
Well, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Maths, not maths.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm going to say top 4. And I think the one point I'm going to make is at the start of the year, we said the situation and the structure of Man United needs to change, because at the moment it was, for a few years, it was the players and the coach
Yeah.
and then everything else.
Yeah.
And we said at every successful side, it's never been the players above the coach, and the coach needs to be the high point. And now every single situation that's been had at Man United, he's got rid of Ronaldo, he's got rid of all the players, Pogba, every single player that was once looked at above the coach, he's gotten rid of, and the side's thriving. They're playing a system that suits every player on the park, and they look much better.
Yeah, and I think he's really made decisions that are best for the team. Maguire out of the squad, even with Lissandro Martinez injured,
Luke
Luke
Shaw.
Shaw starts at left back, which shows you
Centre-back.
that he does. Yeah, at centre back. Sorry, which shows you that Maguire. He does not see Maguire in these plans at all.
That's crazy.
You've seen the midfield of Casemiro, who's looked like I think we all really wanted Casemiro to flop or was at United, but he has made their team so solid defensively, starting attacks, doing things that I guess you wouldn't have seen too much of at Madrid because he's playing next to Modric and Cruz.
Yeah.
But he's a major contributor.
If you look at the players that he's taken out, Wan-Bissaka 50 million, Maguire 80 million, Sancho 80 million. Sancho doesn't really play much anymore. He's not in the starting side.
And he's probably the bravest manager to say, you know what, Sancho, that player type doesn't suit my system.
Yeah.
You gotta have balls to do, man.
He got rid of Ronaldo.
And they said he wasn't fit enough. Like, I think Ten Hag came out and said Sancho's not fit.
He said he won't rejoin the squad until he's
fit.
Yeah.
So he's not injured or anything.
You gotta
He
have
just
balls
doesn't
to do
think he
that.
can.
Fred, 50 mil.
Yeah.
Every single manager, they always went back to McTominay and Fred.
Yeah.
Now they're both out, and it's Casemiro and Eriksen.
Absolutely. The only thing is, I know you said that United probably need to strengthen in January, but I think I read a thing which said basically because the club's like looking to be sold, there won't be like much investment from the owners because they want to sell the club, so they don't see a point in putting like money into the transfer window, which might affect.
Yeah,
I know they've been linked with João Felix. I know they've been linked with Moani. But if they happen to get a 9, which is who they want, it could be dangerous for United. I want to go Tottenham quickly because I think this needs to be addressed. I mean, a lot of us had Tottenham predicted high finishes.
pushing.
Samuel
for
had pushing second.
Yeah.
I think most of us had them 4 in the top 4.
I think I had him top 4, definitely.
Now I look at Tottenham and they're disgusting.
Same old Tottenham.
I don't like watching them at all. They look terrible. In the games they've picked up points. Second half performances where they're just individual players have just stood out.
Yeah,
that's
but
it.
Realistically, as a unit, as a team, as a side who's meant to be finishing for top 4 with a top manager, they are atrocious. Atrocious.
They stink.
They start the game slow, middle of the game slow, end of the game slow.
But nothing changes.
There's nothing.
That's every single game they start the exact same no matter who they play.
It's so bad.
Their latest game against Villa really showed that this team has no idea. They're playing a back 5.
No fluidity.
With just no cohesion at all.
Yeah.
You've got Ben Davies still left centre back, which shows you haven't addressed the issues. You've got Doherty playing right wing back. You've got Perisic who looks awful. When he played for Croatia, he looked sort of good in the World Cup.
Yeah,
he
he's
comes back to Tottenham and he's the fucking worst player.
I feel
I've
like
ever
he
seen.
hates. Yeah, he's not
Longley
like
one who's they should already get rid of. Like I would get rid of him instantly.
Yeah, I'm cancelling
Tanganga
that
for
loan.
some reason is still playing and he looks horrible.
He hasn't been good since the Mourinho.
He hasn't been good since he had that fight with Zaha.
Yeah, facts.
And then Harry Kane didn't touch the ball to the 19th minute in the
You
game.
tell me in what
That's crazy.
fucking team the best player in the world, or best player in the fucking team can go 20 minutes without touching the ball in a game at home against Aston Villa.
At home.
And you hear none of it in the media.
Nothing.
And
Quiet.
Son is just flying. Son is flying so
I'm
calmly
telling
under
you.
the radar. Nobody says anything about him.
Son needs to start preparing for BTS,
You know
like
what I
life
saw?
after fucking
Facts.
Tottenham.
He needs to
During
go
the
back in the
game-
army.
During the game, Son takes off his mask like his anime character is about to bat up some people.
Bro, did nothing. Did nothing. I know they've got injuries,
couldn't
but
believe it.
so
No,
do half the
everyone
team.
gets
So do
injured.
half the team.
Everyone gets injuries. You have more than enough players in your squad. Basuma's back into the side,
And looks
playing
awful.
poorly.
Awful.
And no, in the first half, Basuma was by far the worst player on the field. Second half, maybe Son gave him a good battle for that. But
And all these
is
pundits
this?
have to speak up because at the start of the year they had Tottenham best transfer window. Tottenham killed the transfer market.
Yeah.
All these players got into the transfer team of the season. Now every single signing, bar Richarlison, who's looked lively in games,
but he's
has
still
looked terrible.
goalless. He's still goalless.
They're still
In the Prem,
going with their old mate Lloris for
Oh
who
my
knows what.
God.
Exactly.
Shocking.
Mistake after mistake. I've never seen a keeper consistent. We say it every week. I don't know how we're somehow the only people in the world that realize that this guy makes mistakes every single week.
Can I just say, I think he's the real parasite. I think he's taken over Ronaldo because Ronaldo can at least play better for Portugal. When Lloris is in France, he's just as worse. He's just as bad.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think for me, the only player who's performed week in, week out, and a player I don't even like is Højbjerg. He looks to be playing alone.
Give him
in
some
that
help.
team.
Yeah.
Facts.
He's scoring goals.
Box to box,
He's
scoring goals,
box to box.
defending.
Box to box to box. He's winning the ball. He's everywhere. He's even playing through the lines more so than I've seen ever. And that's because he doesn't have a fucking 9 playing.
I'm
He's
convinced.
playing with no
He's right
midfield.
next
I'm
to him.
convinced.
Better in that role,
To be honest, I'm convinced their 2 best players this season have been Bentancur and Højbjerg.
Yeah.
And
Facts.
Bentancur should not be starting in a Premier League top 6 side. He could start for Liverpool probably because we have no midfield. We'll get into that later.
We'll
But
get into that.
fuck.
But
man.
yeah, for me, Tottenham
Yeah.
have been extremely disappointing.
Ugly.
And I think in a week, maybe 2 weeks from now, I know they play City and Arsenal. If they don't end up bottom, like around 7th or 8th, I would be surprised.
What did the gaffer come out and say?
This is what I said on Twitter.
Yeah.
This is the most demolishing
Sheesh.
expectation so they don't cop flack I've ever seen. He came out and said,
maybe 5th is best for us.
maybe.
He said maybe 5th is best for us, maybe 6th, maybe 7th, because last year making top 4 was a miracle. That's what he said. So as a Tottenham fan, you come into this season with expectations that you're going to challenge for
No,
second
you're going to
and
win a
third.
trophy. Conte's
Second
there
and
to win a
third.
trophy. That's
Yeah,
basically
Conte
what
is going to win you a trophy. He's got another year. He's signed a lot of players. And now, at not even halfway into the season, he's saying maybe 5th
Maybe
is the
5th is
best,
best.
for us.
God damn.
That's rubbish.
That's
God,
rubbish.
That's rubbish.
That's what I'm saying. It's so
Imagine if
Tottenham
Arteta
don't
did
cop
that.
flack.
That's
So Tottenham
crazy.
don't, pundits aren't saying, Tottenham,
Oh,
where are they?
give
It's-
Conte a break.
yeah.
He doesn't have the squad. you
Yeah.
know?
Give Harry Kane.
Give Harry Kane a break. He
Yeah.
doesn't have the players
He's a
to
nice
play
guy.
with. He's at Tottenham still. He's still England's son. Nah, no way.
You know what Conte is saying right now? How the hell did I get here?
Yeah,
facts.
Facts. Liverpool and Chelsea quickly. You two boys.
Do you want to
You've
go
come
Chelsea
off.
first?
You've come off
We'll do this quick.
some difficult results.
It's pain
1-0 draw with Nottingham, bud.
with the
We've
win.
just recorded this after Liverpool's beat. After Liverpool has lost to Brentford 3-1. Talk to me, bud. You go first. Chelsea. What's the problems? You still happy with Potter? What are you thinking?
To me, this is so confusing. I don't even know where we're going to finish. I don't think anyone knows. I don't even think Potter knows where he's going to finish. I think everything's sticky at the moment. I think he doesn't know who he has to play. There's pressure from Bodie because he's making all the signs clearly. It's not Potter. So he's got to try and make all these players fit. We've bought like 11 attackers and Todd Bodie thinks he's NFL. He's like, play all these guys front row, 1 QB at the back, Thiago
Jorginho.
Silva, that's it.
Yeah.
That's not how it works, mate.
Facts.
So right now, I honestly don't know. I pray that we make top 4. I think we might, but
It's gonna be a good fight with us.
it's a freaking.
Surely the manager gets some smoke.
He has to.
I think it's
No
none of
ideas.
these last 2 managers of Chelsea can get smoked because they've come in, like they've just decided, yeah, this is my structure, I'm going to build it, and then they've been sacked.
But he's worse than Tuchel.
Absolutely, it's a big.
Is he
difference.
worse than
Chelsea's
Tuchel?
when have we seen a manager get fired, a new manager come in, and instantly the squad's way worse, the side's way worse, they're playing way worse. They've 1 win in the last 7 games.
I have a question, bud.
Yeah.
My thing is, I think if you could see some sort of improvement, some sort of way of playing, some sort of
or
change,
vision.
you would. I think you'd be a lot more content with at least he hasn't had a transfer. This will be his first transfer window.
Facts.
So you're like, all right, he can start bringing in players. But realistically, even with players he's signing, I don't think you know how he wants to play.
We don't.
At all.
And I
Exactly.
think I can answer your question of these previous coaches being better. I think they've won because it's more of a panic win. We've never put together like 4 or 5 wins. I think it's pressure from the board. You got to win. You have to play these players, and that's what they've done. I think now with this new owner that we have, he's told Potter that, you've got time. We don't expect much yet, but who knows? It's
But
Chelsea.
Does it feel like he's not already? Usually when a new coach comes in, they've got the whole dressing room, The players are out. They're playing with a different level of energy.
Yeah.
It feels as though the players never wanted Tuchel to get fired.
I don't think so.
They were playing more for
Yeah.
Tuchel than it looks like they're playing for Potter. And he's the new manager.
100%. It's like I said, man. I think
incredible.
this guy, I think he has to have a good preseason with these guys
Yeah.
and just decide it. And I think he'll do a massive clean out by then. and
I
just-
think regardless, he does get till
Yeah.
next
he knows.
the end of next
3
year.
months
I
of
even
next
think,
season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Yeah, maybe not the whole year. Maybe till
Yeah.
January next year he
Yeah.
gets. But where quick predictions on where Chelsea are going to finish? Really?
I'm going to say 5th.
4th.
I'm gonna say 6th.
I'm going to say 8th.
Really?
I don't see Chelsea beating any of the top sides, to be honest. I think that, then they're not better than United. They're not better than Newcastle. I still don't think they're better than Liverpool.
Maybe Tottenham's a shit
Yeah,
fight.
maybe between 6th and 8th.
And you guys, you got to pray that Thiago doesn't get injured.
Oh.
Yeah,
He's
absolutely.
the backbone, like crazy.
And then we go to the most up and down team in probably the whole league, Liverpool this year.
Guys,
What? Brentford 3-1, even without Ivan Toney. Liverpool go there with no real injuries. Maybe Henderson out. Oh, no, I know. No. Of
New
course, Luis
injuries.
Diaz injured, Jota injured, Firmino injured. But, I mean, with the team
Henderson.
that is going to play for the next foreseeable months, you've got your strongest lineup playing.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Basically, I'm not actually crying. It's the hay fever. But it's just a pattern. It's a pattern. And the last 4 wins, the last couple games, the last good Darwin Núñez performances has covered up the fact that FSG have now put us in a situation where we do not have enough good quality players in our side to be challenging year in, year out consistently for trophies. We did fight. We fought because we went through a great period where we signed players who were 24, 25. They got now to 30 years old and now they're past it. It's not that they're bad players anymore. It's just they're not consistently able to fight for a top 2, number 1 finish in all competitions. We're out of the cup already. We're out. The league is done. The Champions League, we have a tough test.
Who are you playing Champions League?
Madrid. The Champions League, we have a tough test. So realistically,
Goddamn.
how can a club with all these expectations, because Liverpool have now become a club with expectations for winning, expectations for being there at the end of the season, but now we're starting games with James Milner still in midfield. He's 37 years old. He's still starting games in midfield. Harvey Elliott, they've tried to convince us.
Yeah.
They've tried to convince us that Harvey Elliott is one of the top English talents. He's one of the top young English players. They try to put him on similar level to Bukayo Saka, players like that.
He's not even better than Ramsey.
Harvey Elliott should not start for Liverpool Football Club. He is not a player. He can start in the cup. He can start games here and there when we have a full squad just to get him experience. But we cannot be relying on him. He got taken off today at halftime. And I couldn't be happier. We can't have games where our back... People try to say that we had the best backup left back in the Premier League. He is so... Timicast is so far from that.
No sleep,
He
Tsimikas.
is poor.
Awful.
He can't even make 6 5-meter passes. He is poor. And then you look at the other players that we have in our lineup. Darwin Núñez puts in a few good performances. He looks lively. He looks explosive. But at the moment, you bring in a striker that's 80 mil with no competition anywhere else. His competition's injured at the moment, and it's an aging Firmino. And now he's forced to play games consistently, week in, week out, at a level and consistency that he's never played before. He's come from the Portuguese league.
Ox also started.
Oxlade-Chamberlain started on the left. But wait, Darwin Núñez also has now missed 15 of his 19 big chances in the league.
Yeah, he has the highest.
Highest in the league. And do you know who's second? Mohamed Salah.
Is Salah second?
Salah second with 12 big chances missed.
I
And
thought it was
this is
Haaland.
something else I wanted to mention because
Wait, did you say misses or chances?
misses.
Oh, yeah,
missed
yeah,
big
yeah.
chances.
Yeah.
This is something I wanted to mention because I feel as though FSG, when they give Salah the new contract, it kind of covers up the fact that we're not signing enough players in the positions for competition. We're not signing enough players. They give him the money that he wants just so it looks like, here we go. We're making sure the squad stays great. We're making sure we're not losing Salah, one of our best players. But realistically, use that money, strengthen the midfield. Use that money, strengthen the back line. Use that money, put competition at right back. Strengthen that money, put competition out wide. Now they have brought in Gakpo. But this again, yes, Luis Diaz is out. But is that really the thing we needed the most? Because it's not.
It would make
it's really
sense if
not.
they change formation, but
Yeah.
I don't think that's what's going to
But
happen.
okay, this is something I want to bring up because you brought it up. You said FSG, they haven't backed enough.
NSG.
Okay,
They need to
NSG
stick to
options. They haven't
music.
given you enough options. FSG.
They haven't backed.
See that, Mitch? Yeah.
Option.
Last night, Brentford's starting 11 cost £28 million.
Of course. And
Liverpool's
this is the
starting
thing.
lineup cost more than £400 million.
Really?
Do you think
Yeah, of
the
course.
club needs better players or better recruitment?
Of course. I don't think we need better recruitment. I don't think Liverpool is a club that needs better recruitment. I think when we sign players, they more than they don't, they perform
work
at a
out.
higher level
I agree.
than they do.
I
If you look at the
agree.
players that were in that lineup that cost a lot of money, they've been great players for
Very
us for the last
strategic.
5 years.
Yep.
The only person that you can the only two players you can really look at in the last however many years since Klopp's been there is Naby Keita and Darwin Núñez at the moment.
yeah.
And Darwin Núñez is
And
obviously, I'm not someone who's very fond of him. I think his game style is not great. I think he is explosive. He makes great runs, but he's shown as a finisher, he's not it yet.
It needs a lot of technical work.
And he's a player that needs service. And you're not getting the... Yes, Mo Salah had the most assists last season. But when the game gets tough, like I've been saying, he's not coming to create anything for anybody.
I don't want anyone to tell
and
me
on the
about
other
Salah
side,
ever
and on the
again.
other side, you've got Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, who did score, but he's not creating anything for the side. And then in midfield, Thiago's not a player that is creating a million chances for you. He's a player that's controlling the game. He's keeping possession. And then the other midfielder is Harvey Elliott, who scored one Premier League goal in his career.
Yeah.
So
And
realistically,
a lot of Liverpool fans put him on the same level as Odegaard. Harvey Elliott,
realistically,
star boy.
what is Liverpool doing at the moment?
Hey.
Doesn't make sense.
Klopp hasn't changed. He's made little tweaks. We were playing two strikers at one point. Firmino's out now and Jota's out now, so we have to play with one.
Yeah.
But has he changed anything enough? If you look at City, they go through injuries every single year. They go through changes like they have this year. They've changed the system, like we said. But Liverpool haven't changed the system. We haven't changed the lineup. The core is all still the same. When players get injured, it feels like such a big miss.
And then in your next 5 Prem games are Brighton away, Chelsea, Wolves, Everton, Newcastle.
And the
So
thing is,
it's
if we
not
win,
the easiest.
if we win 2 games out of that, I'm not going to be surprised.
But you're capable of winning as well, though.
The th- we are capable of winning. But if Liverpool went on to win 2, draw 1, lose 1, lose
2.
2, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Liverpool this year have dropped more points than they dropped in the entire of last season.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Makes sense.
Hey man, ever since Salah got that contract, he's just been chilling.
Can we argue injuries, though?
Injuries
Is that
are
like a big factor or pretty
every time
reasonable factor?
every time I want to argue injuries, it always comes back to us not having enough depth. It comes back to me thinking, remember when De Bruyne was out for 15 or 16 games and City still won the Premier League?
Yeah.
Those things come back to my mind, and I think we can't be making those excuses. Sign more players, have a bigger squad. Don't pay Salah whatever money he's on. Sign more players, bring more players into the club, and then we can argue. But I don't know, man. It's just a bit shit at the moment.
All right, and just quickly before we wrap it up, I want you to tell me Nottingham, Wolves, and Southampton currently sit in the relegation spots. Is it going to stay like that, or who do you predict to go down?
Nah, I think West Ham
Oh, you're going to drop them in.
Sheesh.
could have some problems. Yeah,
Especially if Rice goes.
yeah. Because I think if they lose Declan Rice, which I'm seeing is a big chance,
He wants to leave as well.
He doesn't look happy.
Paqueta,
signing.
I don't know.
Skamaka.
I don't think it's going to work out. Because I think he's going to need something like Declan Rice.
They've spent money as well, West
They've
Ham.
spent money, but it doesn't seem like it's working out.
Southampton currently sit bottom.
I can
I think they
see.
stay there.
I can
I
see
think they
Nottingham
might stay.
and Southampton both staying in, but I think Wolves now with a new coach, they're
Yep.
going to get out.
Yep. I think I agree. I
And
think
he's a
those
great
two are going
coach.
down. I think Wolves survive, and I think Bournemouth might drop into the bottom.
Yeah.
They're not good.
They're not good, but they've done really well since their coach got fired.
Yeah, they have. They
What
have.
about Everton? They're near there.
They'll be in the
Everton
top five.
are there. West Ham are there. Leeds
West
are there.
Ham top
Leicester are
five.
there. They can all pretty much go
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
I want Nottingham to go down because 1, they signed 560 players, and 2, their coach can't open his eyes properly. So tell me what's going on there. If you can't even see what the team's doing,
He
on the
looks
field,
ill.
He
what's
reminds me
going down?
of ex-Portsmouth Tottenham manager
Redknapp.
Redknapp. A little bit.
Yeah.
Fuck, I miss that guy.
Less
man.
good
I
at
love
managing.
that guy, but
Yeah.
He would have saved Tottenham right now.
Now, you've been waiting. Let's pretend we got some Rins game show music playing right now. Right, you've been waiting. We're back with a new episode of
How the hell did I get here?
Did I get here? Did I get here? Did I get
Back
here?
by
go.
popular demand. We got emails. fan letters.
this is a crowd favorite, I think.
It's one of our best
definitely.
things ever introduced
Yeah.
to the show.
People rocking up to my house. Death threats saying if you don't bring this shit back.
Death threats. They couldn't hear.
They were saying
They were going like this. Take that nigga's ears. How the hell did I get
Hey,
it?
shout out to
We
our
can do
deaf fans.
both, man. We can do both.
Facts.
I love you.
Your favorite game, guys. I'll play along, but just as a little bonus. But it's mainly for you guys. The first question: what is a take or a football comment or something that someone says that screams they don't know ball?
Yeah, interesting.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fucking hell.
Even just a little bit of talk while you're riding.
Yeah.
will make this go smoothly.
There was a hard meet.
That was hard meat.
If there was a difficulty meter, this is extremely hard right now. If there was 4 bars, you filled up all 4 bars. Pause. Freaking hell.
Yeah.
Everyone ready or?
Yeah.
This is so dumb.
All right. 3,
Wait.
2,
How do you spell couldn't?
1, 0. Bud, come on, cuz. Bang. Show. Okay, so Bud's used. I have to get rid of that when I say it. Samuel.
Do you want me to explain mine?
Yeah, L ball take. L
This
ball
is
knowledge.
common L.
Yeah.
Well, he has more goals and assists. He has more GA.
Yeah.
Standard.
We could be talking about Thiago and another midfielder,
Maddison.
another centre mid. Yeah, James Maddison, something like that, a centre mid. And they'll say, well, he has more GA. So that's where we've got to in football. That's common L, bad ball
Yeah.
knowledge, L ball knowledge, bad football takes, shit football pundit.
Yeah.
There you go.
Bud.
My one is, and I'm going to say this seriously. Messi couldn't do it in the Prem. This stems from early Ronaldo fans for one reason and one reason only. Because Ronaldo's played in the Prem. That's literally it. It's not because they think Ronaldo is... it's not that they don't think Messi could do it. It's that they've lost everything else. And this is the bottom of the bottom.
Big facts.
And they've just, this is the only thing they can say now.
Yeah.
And you know what the funniest thing is for that? Messi scored more goals against the
That's
Premier
what I
League
mean.
top 6 than Ronaldo.
That's what I'm saying. Didn't score against Chelsea, scored a double. It's just crazy.
My one is when people try and make arguments to why fucking players from like 1970s will be better than players who are playing currently 2022. If I ever see, Neymar's not even better than Garincha, cunt. He's obviously fucking better than Garincha. They weren't even pros. Garincha's got one fucking long leg, one short leg, and
Facts.
they fucking used to smoke and shit back in their day. You think Neymar, because
Facts.
he goes out, he's not better than fucking Garincha?
That's true. That's actually facts.
Facts.
I hear that.
Garincha.
That was actually good. You know what? Another one could go into the end of that. Saying that idiot, fucking what's his name, that played Cruyff, invented the Cruyff turn. You think before then no one fucking did that shit? Just say it was recorded first. That's all you need to say. Don't fucking say he invented it.
He did it.
Pele did it first.
Pele did it first, man. Anything?
R.I.P.
Pele
Pele.
did it first.
So for me, it's when ex-pros, they hate on technical players who should or do play for technical or system-based teams. He should be harder. Back in my days, we used to get beat up and get right up. It's like, mate, he's a technical player. He's not going to play like that. He's not like you. So don't
can't do
hold
what
him
he
to that
does.
standard.
Excellent, guys.
They want Odegaard to be going 50-50.
Yeah, like Roy Keane.
They'll be like, Odegaard's soft. Hell yeah, he's soft, man.
Of course.
But that's for other reasons though.
We really came into it. Well done, boys. You improved a lot.
How the hell did I
after
get
that
here?
shaky start. All right. Favorite football favorite football film of all time. That's hard to say. Say that fucking
Favorite football film of all time.
Can it be football related?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want,
football
Mike.
Like football is somewhat of a.
It has to
main
be a film.
topic
Can it
in
be doco?
No, film. Man.
Film,
Doco.
film,
You're just
film.
gonna fucking pick Barca, Doco, Neymar, more than nothing, some shit like that.
More or
Film.
nothing.
Film.
That's a shopping one. More or nothing.
Film. Far out.
Favorite football film.
Yeah.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Bow. We got goal. The first one, I'm guessing. German goalkeeper film. Wasn't German.
I forgot the name. That German keeper.
Which one?
I don't know if he's German.
I
The keeper, he got...
thought it was English.
No.
I know the film you're talking about.
Yeah, he's
Bender
German.
like Beckham and
Green Street.
Yeah. Nice.
All right, so tell me why.
Go. This for me, when I was growing up, was the
Classic.
first Hollywood representation of a pro football player.
Incredible.
But the storyline was incredible. If only the actor that played Santiago Munoz, I
play.
didn't know who he was, could actually play, then it would have been
Elite.
perfect.
It's your life.
Yeah, it's your life.
This one started off sad, like it was around the World War time.
What's it called? Can't.
I forgot.
Let me
But
keep talking. Keep talking. I'll look it up.
Started off very sad. It was around the World War time. This guy basically had nothing.
The keeper.
The keeper. I said it here.
He's a German goalkeeper.
Yeah, but he was in German.
The keeper.
Germany.
Yep. Anyway, say it. The keeper.
The Keeper. The film The Keeper. Started off sad. Didn't even relate to football at all. Then in the middle, something happened. He was found. Started goalkeeping for his local team. Because he was... Oh, now I know what it was. He wasn't German, but he was in Germany. And they hated him because he wasn't German. Played for a shit team. Was exceptional. Got bumped up. Still was hated by Germans. La da 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 da. Won the World Cup.
Is this based on a true story?
Yeah.
And did he play for Germany?
I think so, yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I should watch it. Should I watch it, or is it just...
Nah, if you... Yeah, you should.
Bend it like Beckham. Go is my favorite movie.
Just
but
Minda.
Bend it like Beckham.
Classic.
Classic film.
Classic.
Young Indian girl. All she wants to do is play a bit of footy. Idol David Beckham.
Damn.
She fucking... Her dad wants her to fucking find her husband and shit. She says, nah, I want to play football. Joins local side. Keira Knightley looks bad in that movie. Free kick, master.
Bend it like
Best
Beckham.
player on the side. Covers fucking...
Racism.
Yeah, racism, gender roles
Equality.
in society.
Facts.
Culture.
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 Damn.
Parental expectations, everything.
Yeah, definitely. That's
Yeah.
a great movie.
Yeah, that's a classic. For me, Green Shoot Hooligans.
Yes, sir.
This is football culture from a different lens. It shows football firms, what it's like in the crowd energy, football, what the fans were like back in that time.
Yep.
For me, this is an amazing film.
Yep.
And yeah, just a different side to football.
What's the actor? What's the name of the actor that tapped cunt? The striker. His friend, you know?
Oh,
He's in a couple other films.
Yeah,
but-
he's
Ah.
in quite a few.
yeah, Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy.
Mad Max, if you guys don't know.
we'll look it up.
Also, best thing in
Bend like
Bend
Beckham.
It Like Beckham. Do you know when they're having the whole talk about how the girl called her a racial slur, and he goes,
P-A-K-I.
he goes, I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm Irish.
MJ, honorable mention. You probably know this one. That anime one.
The
Oh,
is it?
is that?
No, there's an.
It's not new. It's old.
Oh, you talking about
No,
Shaolin
that's
soccer?
not anime. That was gonna be mine.
Yeah. The anime one.
Yeah, I know. With
They're
the blue
like-
team versus the red team.
They've got
Yeah.
like bowl cuts and
Yeah.
And they're like doing these mad flips and
Yeah.
shit. The guys are saving like this.
Honorable mention, Shaolin Soccer.
That's
Fuck,
hard.
I watched a video about that the other day. You know who the keeper is in Shaolin Soccer?
No.
Bruce Lee.
And I saw Speed react to a video of Shaolin Soccer, and he said, "Oh my god,
That
he was doing
movie-
the." He was actually going, "When was this game?"
Yeah, maybe it's not Bruce Lee. Maybe I got tricked.
Oh,
was gonna say.
we'll cut that out.
Man, you
I
might
swear the keeper is Bruce Lee. I saw a video that said they got Bruce Lee in this.
Man, you fell for racism at its
Bruce
best.
Lee.
Man, you've been hanging
I
around.
don't think Bruce Lee is in this movie.
That movie.
But you know,
is
oh, it is Bruce Lee. No, Mum's life is Bruce Lee. You know this. The keeper.
You fell for racism.
God damn.
You got to stop saying it's Bruce Lee if it's not him. Because realistically,
You can't keep-
realistically, we've got maybe 1 week left to live if it's not. As a podcast,
Is that not fucking Bruce Lee?
Oh my god.
we're not basing off look. You're not going to base it off
God
look.
damn.
I'm waiting for one person in the comments to say, to say I'm reporting this.
Yo, what the fuck's going on?
Page gets taken down. We're just not posting this.
Yeah, mother. Who's that meant to be? Is that not meant to be Bruce Lee?
He went from
Meant to
that
be.
Bruce
Oh
Lee
my god.
to who's this?
Mark would know.
Oh my god.
Or is he a Bruce Lee?
It's meant to
actor?
be Bruce Lee.
It's meant to be Bruce.
Yeah, okay. Well, it was meant to be Bruce Lee.
But it's
meant
not
to be.
Bruce
You
Lee.
know, Bruce Lee shout out.
Can you evidently see that it's not Bruce Lee?
No, not from far away. If you're watching without glasses.
God damn.
All right, perfect.
Terrible. We're getting
Another cultural one. Best football related lyric in a song.
Oh. Okay, I got mine.
Oh my. All right, I should have had some practice.
I think this is the most bait one possible.
Okay, I know MJ's doing. All right,
Still trying
Three.
to Ghana has been Premier League.
3,
You also said the
2,
Ronaldo one.
1, turn. We got Chingman's head now is looking like Lescott.
That's
8 on my back like Lampard. Fuck you, bud. I went 892 and Fumes the fucking freestyle. You know,
Shooting
the
they scat
22 on my back like Kaka.
shooting
they
they
scat-
scat.
Shoot like Lacquer.
Excellent finish.
Mo. So that's the best one though.
Yeah,
I think that's the
you
best one.
think it's better than you think it's better than Chigman's head now. He's looking like Lescott.
I don't think we can explain any of these either.
Yeah.
If you imagine
That one's
chinging
so
someone
good.
up, have you guys seen a photo of Lescott? I know they're gonna.
Lescott
I
was
know
in
they're
a
gonna
car
put a picture.
accident.
I know they're
He
gonna
was
put
in
a
a
picture
car
of Lescott here.
God,
Lescott's
God
face
damn.
is great. He was a great player at once, but Chingman's head
Hey,
now
man.
he's looking like Lescott. RV.
We got young
RV
kids watching this
Pochettino.
shit. They're gonna be searching out what's ching.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, they're trying to do that shit.
Damn.
We can't talk about
like Lescott.
Also, honorable mention, RV and Heady won
The whole of
attack. You know, we
Oh,
don't
yeah.
need no Makalele.
yeah.
Attack like Robin and Jogba.
We didn't need no Makalele.
That
Yeah.
one's hard. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's
With
hard.
defense.
Yeah.
All right,
No.
Mbappe at 23 is better than Neymar was at 23.
Is this yes or no?
Yes.
What's
And you just write who's better.
How old was how
Who
old
was better
Neymar?
at?
How old was Neymar when he signed for Barca? 23, I think. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. We got Mbappe's better. Mbappe's better. Mbappe's better.
Get on.
I've got Neymar is better.
And I only wrote Killy so I could say how annoying Daniel Sturridge has been on
Oh,
TikTok
fuck
and
Sturridge,
Instagram. Have you guys seen that, man?
Sturridge.
Nah, I haven't.
He keeps going, my Killy,
Yeah.
my Killy.
He's such a loser, bro.
Oh,
This is when
Wait,
you
who?
know.
Sturridge.
Sturridge.
Oh, I
He's
think said Stones.
No, he keeps making fucking
D
TikToks.
Studgy D has just really
He's lost
gone
the plot,
downhill.
bro.
You can tell he's desperate for something. bro.
Jeremy, let's be realistic, mate.
Yeah, talk to me.
One of these guys is the best player in the world.
I don't think he's the best player in the world, but yes.
Kylian Mbappe it's an argument for him to be best player in the world. And he's top 2.
If Ronaldo and Messi were playing like Ronaldo and Messi now, when Neymar was 23, Neymar would be the best player in the world as well.
Nah, I don't think you would.
Of course he would. If you're saying Mbappe's
Like
better.
At 23,
Mbappe?
Neymar's first
No,
year
no,
at
no.
Barca.
I'm saying
Neymar's first year at Barca, he didn't hit the ground
it's not
running.
his first year.
It is his first year.
No, it's not, mate.
23 is his first
It's
year.
not. It's when they're wearing the horizontal stripe top.
No, that's not.
Yeah, it is. I just looked it up.
At age 23. Maybe that's 23, 24. But maybe.
Anyway, continue with your point.
But anyway, Neymar at that time wasn't as good as. Yes, he was a great footballer. He had great technique, but he wasn't a finished product as much as Kylian Mbappe is a finished product at the moment. And I think what Mbappe is doing at every level conceivable, he's outstanding.
What was Neymar doing for Brazil in the 2014
And
World Cup?
that's what I was about to say. That I wasn't going to.
Which was 8 years ago.
but he was
Now 9
Neymar was
years.
great.
So nobody's going to sit here and tell me that Neymar wasn't doing this, wasn't doing that, wasn't doing this. He got injured. If not, Brazil probably win the World Cup.
It's a big if.
It's
Just quiet.
finals
It's
different.
a
but
big if.
Of course.
Well,
But
you-
for me,
and
It
you
was
saw
into
this
the
guy in the final.
semi-final.
I saw it. Mbappe.
Semi-final.
But Mbappe's never been better than Neymar
If
As a player,
at Neymar's
he has it.
best.
As a
In terms of
player, as a term,
Technical
yeah.
capabilities, no. But in terms of being devastating, I think Mbappe is better.
you know what he's recently added? Stone cold attribute. He's just dangerously disgusting.
Yeah, he's
Like-
just too good at this point in time.
Yeah.
Heavy pedigree, man. This guy.
Well,
is-
Any game, anything, he's just devastatingly good.
it's
Mbappe's
Yeah.
playing with fucking
It's all right,
35 and 37-year-old Ronaldo and Messi, and Neymar was playing with prime Ronaldo
if
and Messi.
Lloris wasn't in goals, he would have done the double, maybe treble in the next 4 years. Floris wasn't against.
Best player in the side at 2 World Cups, 1 win, 1 second place finish.
what they
This is
say,
a
man.
question from Joe K Football on TikTok. With talk of Canberra possibly getting an A-League team, who would you want as a realistic marquee player?
From any league?
Yeah, but just realistic for the
Realistic?
Canberra team. Sammy, don't get your own one.
Yeah, I'll get my own one.
Probably Del
Shove it
Piero
up my
again.
ass.
Reckon Del Piero would come back for one.
That was so nice. I had to do it twice. 3, 2, 1. We got Alu Kuol, Jack Wilshere, Rogic, Suarez. Okay.
Very
I think
ends of everything.
Real Not real. He's a coach. Doesn't even play football anymore. And what? Alu Kuol. Where the fuck would he come back to Canberra A-League?
Here's my argument. Okay.
What the fuck are these?
One, he hasn't had.
Rogic literally coaches Arsenal under 18s. He doesn't even play
football, man.
I didn't know that shit. I thought he was still in fucking league.
Here we go.
Champions.
Nah, he's
All
not
right.
playing.
He hasn't had the impact that he's wanted to have. Far out. They're doing Need for Speed out the back. Fast and Furious. Okay. He hasn't had the impact he's wanted to have overseas. I feel as though he might want to come back to the A-League and get some more minutes in, get some consistent performances in. And I feel as though he's someone who's already done it in the league. He's young, coming to a team where he can be the main guy up front. He can be that starter. And some players, they go away too early. I'm not saying that he has, but they go away too early. They don't have the impact and they come back at 28. Why not come back at whatever, 22, how old he is? 22, get a couple seasons in of being the best of the best in the league and then go back again.
No.
Nah, you can't do that.
He's
Why?
too good for that. And he's just playing his
I think
first
he's just
year of
gonna
fucking
stay.
youth team.
I think
Yeah,
He's
but
not going to
we're
fucking
saying-
say,
we're saying-
fuck it, I'm going to come back.
We're saying in a year or
wants
so.
to-
Fucking
Somebody
hell.
wants him to be a national hero.
Yeah, fact.
He wants him to get knighted.
You're
Nah,
gonna get
Queen's
fucking-
not even
you're gonna
alive
get us
anymore,
hate
cuz.
from
You can't even
Alan
knight him.
fans as well.
I'm just saying, man.
You dickhead, we don't even need to listen.
Alright, no, hold on. I'll change it.
You took my only one.
Alright. Since Wilshere's suddenly just retired yesterday, I didn't know that.
Nah, but it's been
I'm gonna change it to Massimo Luongo. That's probably a bit better.
Where is he? Do you know he's playing? You know anything about
I think
it?
isn't he still at Middlesbrough?
I'm not sure. I'm asking you.
But he's obviously he's in the
might
English
be
setup
actually.
still.
Okay.
So that'd be a perfect
Make
way
mine
for him.
flipping Matt Ryan.
Yours is better.
Yeah, I should
Yours
have
is
made
better
mine
than
Matt
Samuel's.
Ryan. I
Yours
should have
is-
made it Matt Ryan. My new one's Matt Ryan. Ready? We're redoing it. Watch this.
Mate,
We're not
he
doing
plays, still plays. Mine does. I didn't know
Matt
he
Ryan,
didn't play.
but he's been copping so much stick lately. And Aussie legend, hero of the game. He's going to come back and be captain. Matt Ryan, captain of the Australian.
I don't know why you think you
Canberra-
get two.
The Canberra
Yeah.
team.
You don't
He
get
got two.
I got two because mine's retired. I didn't even know.
Yeah, but whose fault is that?
Not mine.
It's yours.
It's his for freaking being a flop so early.
I want these questions.
But now
before.
I'm gonna change mine to Massimo Luongo, just because this could be. He could come back home,
As far as they come,
retire
Canberra,
here, build a family, do all that stuff, and get money.
As far as they
I
come,
chose Tom Rogic
No brainer.
from Canberra. Getting to he's 30, 31 now, playing for West Brom. I think after 2 years, he comes back to Australia to finish his career.
I thought this was next year.
I said
No.
next year or the year after.
Yeah. Well, Matt Ryan's
Comes
perfect.
back to Australia, finish his career in his own city as the captain of the Canberra A-League team in
This
the
is a trophy.
inaugural year. What better story?
Makes sense, man.
You think he wants to come back?
For me, I chose Suarez. I think he's in that window of his career where he could go anywhere. I think it'd be a very good move for him to come to the A-League, particularly Canberra.
You think Suarez going to be leaving Canberra?
Man, why not?
Imagine you see him at the lake.
Is he signing 1 year deal? So this could be a good
Hopscotch.
chance to come in, do a season, get the promo up, the marketing up.
Hopscotch.
Life's good.
Imagine you just bump into Suarez as a hopscotch.
Get him on the pod.
nightlife.
Life's good.
This is a difficult question, but I think we could have some different answers. What player in the Premier League would drastically benefit from a position change?
A position change.
So get a bit creative. What player, if you change their position, you'd see a
Oh, okay.
big improvement from them? Which player in the Prem would drastically benefit from a position change, Mark?
So I said Henderson at centre back.
Okay.
He's awfully mobile, and I think at centre back where he can read the game's in front of him. I think it'll be pretty solid.
Good leader.
He's a very good leader, very vocal. I think he will direct play much better. He won't positionally get dominated by midfielders that particularly move better or teams that can play between the lines a bit better because they can see the game. So I think
But he couldn't do that for Liverpool. They would get fucking destroyed.
That's all right. Great one, Mike. I've gone with Havertz to 6. The guy can't buy a goal. He can't finish any chances. Moving him to 6, he's a presence physically, tall,
Yeah, he is.
good passing range, can play through the lines, break up play, boom, physical.
Yeah,
You know?
I like that one.
Thank
man.
you.
Mine is one that's been mentioned before.
What?
Declan Rice to centre back.
I was going to do that, but
isn't that
he's getting worse.
isn't that predictable?
But he's also getting worse.
I think Declan Rice, his potential will become a bit better. Not saying he'll go up more and more. I think he'll go up higher. He's already good at ball play. He's added that to his game recently.
Why is it going to be better? Than
Hey,
him
mate,
in
this
six?
is not.
Isn't it considerably better as well?
Yeah, I thought it had to be drastically better.
Yeah.
It would be.
I don't know about that.
I think his
know,
potential going up would be.
Why would he be? How can he be?
Just continue.
How can
It's
he
not,
be now?
It's not going to land,
How
but
can
if
he
you continue
How
this
can he
point.
be top 3, top 4 DMs in the Premier League, and then you move his position, and now he's going to be better when he's not going to be top even 20 centre back?
I think he could be in England's setup as a centre back.
He's already there 6,
As a centre back.
As a centre back,
but he's already the starting 6.
Over who?
he could start over Maguire.
But he's already the starting 6.
But any English centre back should start over Maguire.
But they don't, do they?
But he's
I
already-
think
Yeah, but there's a
he
reason
would.
they don't.
I
It's
think
not
he
'cause they're
would
not good
after
enough.
this. If this position change, it opens up more opportunity for better midfielders.
Better than who? Him?
Calvin Phillips can start.
But is it better than him?
I think it would be better.
Why?
He's a better player than him.
But he's not better than him.
I think he is,
Calvin Phillips is better than Declan Rice.
and he would be better for England there.
Samuel,
Mine, this is actually a really stupid one, but Adama Traore moved to right back. On the
That's not
wing,
stupid, that
he
makes
has absolutely zero end product.
that makes
And
sense.
you saw his cross for the winner last week. He has absolutely no end product. He's got to go to right back. He tried to stint at Barca. They said, take him back. He's here at Wolves. He can't buy a game. He's playing now a couple times. Right wing back probably, but I don't think that's enough of a position change. So I'm saying right back. He's buff. He's strong. He's fast.
that's a good one.
There we go.
Yeah, Bun
Probably
Semedo.
do well at Brentford.
Yeah, he could replace Henry.
Yeah.
He's
But
left.
Henry's left back.
Yeah, he's left.
Replace, what's the other guy's name?
Don't know,
Starts with a
Paul.
P. Something else. Huh? No, I don't know what his name is.
I don't know.
But yeah, so
Bud, you're
that
going to
makes
like
sense.
this one. Is Olivier Giroud a top 20 striker of all time? Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. So me and Bud have said yes. Samuel and MJ have said no.
Why is it hell no as well?
top 20?
No, but why is
20?
it?
The
why is
best
it-
20 is of all time, the best ever of the best. Olivier Giroud doesn't come near best of the best strikers ever.
Why? Who's better than
it should
Giroud?
be hell
we're not going
no.
to sit here off no thing naming
Who's better than
nothing.
Giroud?
There's
Tell me 20 strikers better.
If you're gonna
Benzema,
say
Yeah.
Lewandowski,
Yeah.
Haaland.
Yeah.
He is. Of course he is.
No. Continue though.
Raul.
No.
Of course he is.
No.
Why are you saying no?
I think Giroud's a better player.
Fernando Torres.
Raul.
Yeah.
He's not
Oh,
a better player
Fernando
than Raul.
Torres, yep.
Van Nistelrooy. What is this going on?
Giroud's a better player than Van Nistelrooy.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
Yeah. Okay.
No, he's
Continue.
literally
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
Higuain, Cavani.
No.
What the hell is going on? Higuain is not. Higuain, Giroud has never once been one of the best strikers in the world. Never once.
It's true. But he's had a better career.
Higuain.
Alright,
We
if
didn't
it's
say
career.
Yeah.
It's,
We didn't say
he's
anything, but
top 20.
Yeah,
it's
Best
career,
top 20.
fair
Well, it's
Best
obviously not
strikers.
top 20 prime.
And why has he had better
keep
career?
going,
Why?
Keep going.
I think he's had a better.
What do you mean?
better
Why has
longevity.
he had a
better longevity?
career?
Better longevity. He's
Look what he's
how many
doing
top-
still
he's won
now.
one top
He's a
scorer
better
award in
player.
his life.
He's a better
In his
player.
whole life, he's won one top scorer award.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah.
Cavani, Ibra,
Yep. Ibra.
Ibra clear.
all bet. This is like 10 already.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Van Basten.
Van Basten.
Cole.
Let's just name Andy Cole,
Alan Shearer.
Wayne Rooney, Alan Shearer.
Rooney.
Yep.
I could
13.
keep naming in. That was 14. I can keep
No,
naming
13.
in England. Let's keep going.
Okay.
Suarez.
Yep.
Suarez.
14.
Yeah. I could
Fuck it. Hell,
Now
they
you're stuck.
They're getting
Is he better than
Drogba. There's so many players.
15.
Yeah.
15.
Hold on. There's
Yep.
so many players that obviously I'm forgetting because we're
Okay.
just naming players
Go.
off the top of my head
Yeah.
with no thinking about the other players.
Okay.
And we're giving you
Are we
maybes for some of
allowed to
these.
say older players as well?
Yeah.
Pele,
Yeah. Okay.
Cruyff,
Yeah.
Van Persie.
Yep.
That's
17.
17. And
Yeah.
this is come on,
Nah,
mate.
he's not
Eto.
top 20.
Yeah.
David Villa.
Yeah.
Some of these
What?
guys.
Change it. Yeah, look, change your answer. Because
Some of these guys are also.
because I know you guys are even Shevchenko. I know you're even thinking of players that
Shevchenko
are
in his
better.
prime's better.
Yeah, much better. Yeah, no, it's got to be no.
It's got to be no.
And you guys thought I was gonna fold? Fuck no. I'm sticking with it,
Yeah,
baby.
but logically, it has to be no.
No, it doesn't.
There's no debate, mate.
I'll fold you to
It doesn't.
Mbappe,
World Cup-
Henry,
World Cup winner.
Bergkamp.
There's clearly 20
Mbappe,
players
Henry,
without a
Bergkamp, just
doubt who are
then.
better than him.
Clearly.
As strikers, clearly.
World Cup winner.
What the fuck are you thinking, mate?
Yeah.
Try
That's clear.
try
So dumb.
league winner.
Saka is not. All right, Gully on TikTok has said Saka
Griezmann.
is not
All these
just
guys are
one of the
better.
best youngsters anymore. He's one of the best players in the world. Do you agree? I'll narrow it down for you. Is Saka a top 5
World
right
class.
winger in the world?
Not just young player anymore.
Right winger.
So before you guys start bashing some of these answers, we did not say young player. We said like grown ups are involved in
Is
this.
Saka a top 5 right winger? 3, 2, 1. Did we all do the same?
Yes, sir.
And that's the first time.
That's ever happened, I think.
Yes, sir. We're talking about a guy who's doing it on all levels,
Yep.
Everything.
week in, week out.
Yep.
And now, before it was team without success. Now, obviously, they haven't won a trophy yet, but his team is
Won the FA
successful.
Cup, actually.
Yeah, all right. But his team is successful. He's unstoppable. He's someone who gets doubled every time he gets the ball. And I think once you know that, once you know how good he is and the output's still happening as well for all you output nerds, chat to him.
Yeah. And for many seasons now, people have been coming up with excuses. Now they're silent. You're not hearing any more excuses, so it means they're piped down. Simple way to put it.
And I mean, people said, he didn't score goals. He wasn't consistent. He's becoming consistent. He's scoring goals. He's assisting. He's dominating games. He doesn't really go missing really in games.
No.
He can do everything. I think if he had like Salah numbers when Salah was in his prime, people would buy into it. But I think if you look purely on who is a right winger and who's performing, he's easily top 5. Right?
100%.
Is Saka better than Mahrez?
Yes.
Is Saka better than Kulusevski?
Yes.
Is Saka better
Definitely.
than Sane?
Yes.
Is Saka better than
Tell him.
Salah.
Say his name. Yes. He's better than Salah, but I'd say someone else's name.
that?
Say someone else's name.
You heard that?
Yeah,
I
Saka
didn't
is
say
better
that.
than Salah. At this point in time, Saka is better than Salah. If right now I could pick to have Salah or Saka, I'm picking Saka.
Is
Say
Saka
someone
better
else's
than
name.
Dembele?
Yes.
Yes, he is.
So now we all say it, and then
What? It's not a best
it
11
was a
where they're
combined
playing
11.
one
That's
game.
what it was. It was best 11. So
It's
you put
not
the
where they're
best player,
playing
that
one
was
game, mate.
It wasn't
Come
based
on.
off.
Come on, use your brain.
No, you're the one who
You need to
knows you're wrong.
concentrate.
You know you're wrong, mate.
You need to concentrate.
You know you're wrong.
Is Saka better than Rodrigo?
Yep.
Is Saka better than Rafinha?
Yep.
Is Saka better than... Really?
I love that no one else is answering. I'm just saying, yep.
I think we're answering for the group.
Well, I mean, if it's based off performance,
Yeah.
If it's based on as a player, then I think there's a few debates.
Yeah, but it's
And as a player, it's not like he's way behind. He's a
not.
better player than Salah.
Fucking, I'm a better player than Salah.
you stick W on my fucking name. I'm better than Salah too.
Facts.
You give me half his wage as well.
Facts.
Crazy your numbers. 15 games, 0 goals. That's crazy for you.
We got a question.
15 good times.
Is Enzo Fernandez... Is this move to Chelsea... This is a 2-part question. 1, going to be good. 2, are they overpaying? Is he worth the money? 3, is he worth the hype?
So
Just
the
every...
move, no,
Enzo Fernandez as a player, is he worth it to Chelsea for 130 something?
okay. I'm gonna explain my answer.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got my shit already.
3, 2, 1. Gonna be amazing at this point. No,
Yeah.
successful.
So this is what my thing is. Is he going to succeed at Chelsea? I think he's going to be amazing, and I think as a player he's going to be fantastic. Is he worth 130 mil to break the record at this point in his career? No. After one great good season, half a great season, one good season, he's not worth breaking the record for. But is he going to be successful at Chelsea? I think he's going to slot in perfectly into the midfield and give so much balance for the others in front
I
of him.
disagree. For me, is he an exceptional player? Absolutely. Does he work at Chelsea? Definitely not. And I think that Chelsea now doesn't work for him because I think he would work if Kante was in the side. I think that's the perfect balance. But not having somebody like Kante who has, I'd say, more defensive discipline means that maybe his weakness is more his defensive contribution. And I think you need a double pivot of somebody who's a little bit more disciplined for them to work. And I think Chelsea right now, no. But the Chelsea that should be there with the Kante, that would have been incredible.
I
But for the
disagree.
fee,
I
Still,
disagree.
it's a bit of a gamble.
I'm going. Is he good? Obviously, yes.
Easy good.
Will he fit? Will he work for Chelsea? I think yes, and I think that part of it is because I feel like Potter is a good coach and will be able to make him work. I don't think if you said he's going into this team this year right now, no. But I'm thinking about next season and what's going to happen, so I'm going to say yes. And price tag, no, but obviously it's not his fault. It's
Chelsea.
yeah, Chelsea,
Benfica.
Benfica, and all that. But again, not his fault.
I disagree defensively, but
I'm just putting no. I
Okay.
don't rate him as the player that will solve Chelsea's midfield problems.
Yeah.
The 133 mil is ridiculous,
It's
absurd. And do I think he's a good player? Yes. Do I think he's better than McAllister? No. Could you get McAllister for like 50 mil? Probably.
McAllister doesn't bring what he brings, though.
I'd argue.
I like Enzo
Could be better.
I think.
a lot, but for Chelsea, I'm saying no.
I think it was more of a buy, so no one else gets him. I
Yeah.
feel like that was one of the reasons why they bought him quick.
Well, they haven't bought him yet. But
Well, yeah. But I think that's why.
This is the last question. Which Let 'Em Shoot member had the most howlers in 2022? Whether that's on episode, on draft, predictions, takes, everything, all encompassing.
2022, can we just...
Who had the worst
what was in
2022?
2022?
Little flashback.
It's a
Okay.
new year.
The
What,
worst-
what was in 2022? Not the takes, like what happened, like
Okay, I'll tell you.
Ballon d'Ors, what? The
Champions League.
think
Champions
we did Ballon
League.
d'Or?
Nah, we didn't.
No.
Real Madrid won Champions League.
Champions League, Real Madrid.
City won the league. Did anyone,
City won the
did anyone
league.
do a shit top four?
Okay. 3, 2,
I don't think he's been on it.
1.
Got him.
Samuel's got B. Relds, Bedrelden. I've got Bud, Bedrelden. MJ's got Bud, Pretty Boy Bud. And Bud has denied the only player.
I think the difference here though is Bud's like funny.
Yeah,
So he's taking a piss sometimes, it's funny, but
yeah.
I think Deny has been like
Serious.
He's thought about the mass,
And I think
so it might be worse.
I've also
actually.
got an honourable mention.
Yeah, I was gonna say Riley, but he can't defend himself.
Yeah.
Riley hasn't been on enough for me to put Riley.
I think his strike rate is lower than Bud's
And I
strike
think
rate.
it's fair to say this, but you guys don't hear or see what Deny does and says. So, if, like, the only way I could tell you is if you come one day and just hang out with Deny, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But
Final boss, man.
some of the stuff, he will use the admin account, so it looks like it's someone else.
Are we going to talk about Bud's bold draft team? Do you guys remember that?
Oh my god,
That was horrendous. He picked Fabian Delph.
Yeah, there's mine now.
He picked Fabian
mine
Delph.
now.
He picked Fabian Delph and Willy
Here we
Bobby.
go.
Higuain wing.
Higuain winning that draft. The episode, Bud, and last season when we did,
See, again, last season, 2021.
last season, but because there's a big
2021.
gap that you missed during the year.
But it's
That's
not,
why.
it's not 2 years, it's 1 year.
All right, so then what in
Well,
this year?
I'm saying you then, because you've had the most drafts lost.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
In this year, I haven't.
Yes, in
No, I haven't.
2022, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Name them.
They were all in the car. All the ones you had in the car,
No.
all lost.
You lost one. Tom lost one.
One.
Wasn't me.
Yes,
There
you
go.
did.
And we did how many in the car? 3? And I
You
lost
lost.
1. There we go. And there's a reason that we said Bud, denied Bud.
I think your reason is not valid though, but yeah.
Sorry.
Thank
Bold
you,
draft.
everyone, for watching.
Let him shoot.
Oh, we didn't
Let
do
him
our
shoot.
little thing,
What?
the comments thing.
Oh, shit. You guys got him?
Nah.
That's okay.
Okay.
Don't worry.
I could.
Next week, we'll bring him. Yeah. Next week. Thank you, everyone.
Just let him shoot.
Love you, TV.
Like, share, subscribe.
See you later.
Bye.